Hello, everybody. What's up, man?
Hello,
We're
we are
back.
back.
Episode 9, I think.
Oh yeah,
Back in the studio for me.
back in the bedroom for me.
Yeah, man.
I
I'm
got
out
no
of here
studio
tomorrow.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's a
I
bad
miss
one.
I miss you here, but it's all right. I'm cutting scene.
You're
I'm
cutting
going to the
scene.
beach.
Olaho, or whatever the heck they say.
Aloha.
There you go. I'm in
That was
Spanish
good.
for a reason, not
That was
Hawaiian.
good. Yeah,
That was
man.
good,
I
eh?
couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, I know, eh? First vacation in 2 years, thanks to COVID.
I don't even know when my last vacation was,
Really,
to be honest with you.
couple of years.
Probably
Yeah, I
like
don't remember
4 years
the last.
ago.
Yeah, I don't remember the last one I had, to be honest. It's probably
Oh,
like
it's gonna feel good though.
grade 10 or grade 11. Just wrecked.
Yeah,
Almost done university.
probably grade 11. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
University's kind of wrecked everything like that.
it did.
Like it's just
Absolutely did.
you're in school. I mean, I guess I went to Arizona for a spring break. That
Yeah, but
was
you're also
that was
playing hockey then, no?
no, not for the spring break. Like that was just to go see my buddy and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's not
But
bad.
I also went there for hockey and played University of Arizona, which
Oh
was
yeah,
which was also kind of like a vacation.
pretty big deal.
No, not a big deal. Um, all right, man. What'd you
But
think? The fights. You got the broom.
we got
I
boom
love it.
boom, baby.
I love it. I
We got
love
the
it.
broom because
Big proper sweep.
it's another proper lock sweep. You
Yeah.
know, caught on the short end of the stick. Second fight in, parlay.
Parlay streak
Figueredo
goes
decides
down
to
the toilet.
Figueredo just decided to not show up. Like that's pretty much what happened. Who was our
Dude,
first main system that showed up in dad mode? What was his name? A while ago.
oh my God. Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna get it here for you. Hold on.
Okay, but he showed up in dad mode, and Figueredo didn't show up in dad mode, but he showed up in no fight mode. The guy
Zero.
had no pressure for two full rounds and just
Jordan Levitt.
Jordan Levitt, goddamn.
Yeah,
That
that's his
guy,
name.
ugh, that guy pissed us off. But and
It
then
was
in the start of the
embarrassing.
third round, Figueroa just decides to throw a flying knee, and Gordon gets the fight to the ground, which is
That was
exactly,
probably the stupidest
yeah,
thing I've ever seen.
bro. Why?
Easily.
Why risk yourself and put it on the ground? You know that's where he's been winning the last 2 rounds. He needed a finish. I I understand, like, the concept of shooting, and Malcolm Gordon came right at him at the start of both rounds. But down two, I don't think you can do that. Like you
A
can't
lot of
just,
people had Figueiredo too.
oh yeah, dude, he was a 128 on the card. 128. Malcolm Gordon. I'm surprised he pushed the pace he did and was able to keep the pace.
Impressive.
It was impressive. Big upset. Biggest upset of the
Big
card.
upset.
No
Especially because
doubt.
we've bet against Malcolm before.
Yeah.
And it's like
First
nice.
round.
Yeah.
Lights out. Oh. First round lights out. Like, come on. And now he just shows up to probably the biggest fight of his career and showed Figueredo up. Like, I don't know.
That was embarrassing for Figueiredo.
Yeah, you can't predict
Like,
that.
man, I couldn't believe that. I was sitting there. I'm like, all right, third round, possibly 1-1. Maybe
Yeah.
need to finish, but a good end to the fight.
Would
Like you
probably
take
get
this
him
round,
the win. Yeah.
it gets you the win. Like even if you're down two, sometimes it sways the judges.
Yep.
Like, all right, that second round was close. We're gonna give it to him. He finished the fight better than whatever. But very, very embarrassing performance by Figueiredo to start the card off. Just absolutely
Yeah, it wasn't a good
not
look.
what we were looking for.
No, not at all. And we avoided the first fight of the night. That was Nascimento and Badeau for good reason. Jesus Christ. Badeau almost finished him in the very first round, which would
Yeah,
have
and then
been,
he gets
and then
clean
oh yeah, and then he gets clocked himself.
done.
Just has no stamina, gets his forehead opened up, and that's it. Nascimento, I'm surprised he didn't take the fight to the ground,
Dude,
more.
I can't believe Nascimento finished it by a like it was a good KO. Like that was like a
Good. No, it was good.
good finish to the fight,
It was a
honestly. And
proper KO.
oh yeah, that was a proper KO. But
Absolutely.
that was a fight that we want to stay away from because we saw both of the guys being able to get hurt. And that's exactly what happened.
And
Going
we
into the
said,
second round, we're
yeah,
like, no way, the odds are completely flipped now.
no, but that was at a 140. Nascimento looked gassed after the
Yeah.
first, gassed. And we had a guy message us say, is this a decent look to include in my parlay? And we were like, no. We were like,
No.
just avoid it, find something better. Because that's exactly what we saw happening. Is
Yeah.
him almost getting finished on the feet. Anything's possible at that weight class. And that's almost what happened. That's pretty much what probably should have happened. Badeau probably should have ended up finishing him.
He
But
should have. He just couldn't pull the trigger, man.
no, he
And then he
couldn't
got
pull the
hurt.
trigger. And then he got clipped. Got clipped by a good left hook.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah, he's definitely better on the feet though, man. Like Badeau. Nascimento's
even
nothing.
though he got finished, he impressed me more on the feet. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's why I'm surprised he never tried to shoot, but it is what it is. He got the job done. So,
Yeah, what are we gonna say, right?
it
Maybe that
can't
was
be
the game
that big
plan
of
all
a
along. I don't know.
can't be
Soak
that
some
big of
shots.
a exactly. But then the
Weird.
next fight we had after Figueiredo, what do we have?
Mm.
I think it was a fight that we didn't have. That we didn't have
Let's
any
see.
bets on, I don't think.
I don't know. We didn't have anything on the next fight. It was Taha Mansurov.
Oh, it was our underdog.
Yeah, so it was our
Oh yeah.
underdog.
Yeah. So our underdog cleaned
Sergey
up.
pulled it off. Big
Absolutely
time.
clean. Oh yeah. Won all 3 rounds.
Almost got a couple finishes.
Almost got a couple of finishes. Looked
Very impressive.
fantastic. When the lines opened for that, we were surprised.
We were shocked that it was
as a
that
favorite.
wide.
Yeah, because that's what Morozov does, or Morozov.
Yeah, man.
He just
Morozov is a
mauls.
very good fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just mauls.
Taha, though, he's got power.
Taha's hands. Taha's hands. I was watching it with my
Very,
roommate.
bro.
My roommate's like, "Wow, he looks strong." I was like, "Yeah, but if he avoids those hands and just holds them for 3 rounds up against the cage and on the mat, that's his path to victory, and that's exactly what he
Exactly.
did." And he
Exactly.
landed a couple good left and right hooks too. Like he tagged them a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
Taha
yeah.
got a good left hook on him in the second
They
round.
both landed bombs.
Oh yeah, and that kind of put him back a bit. Be like, all right, this is the path to victory here is definitely on the ground, and clinch work up against the fence, and that's exactly what he did. Glad to see the underdog hits because we were getting dry with the underdogs. Yeah, we're only gonna be putting at one. There's no point in trying to.
We are just not good at underdog picks. Don't advise taking them, but this was
Do the
this was a
last.
lock. Like I even told one of my buddies, I was like, if I was ever gonna lock an underdog, this would be it.
Yes,
Like,
yes. And we also had another underdog winning on that card, which was Billy Quarantello, and
yeah,
he just battered Benitez, battered him.
yeah,
Which, we have that fight going over 2.5, which it hit.
it did.
It definitely hit.
did.
And
That
I was
was
worried. I was worried that doctor was going to stop that though.
dude, I was worried it was gonna get finished in the first round, if I'm being
Yeah.
completely honest.
I know these guys went at each other.
Dude, that
I
was
was
crazy.
not expecting that. I thought Benitez was going to play on his back foot, find his range, throw his kicks like he normally does, chop down that lead leg.
Dude, he
Quarantello
wanted to
walk
finish
forward.
bad.
Those guys both walked straight into each other. Said, "Nah, we're gonna get this bonus," and they did.
Yeah,
Oh, they
they
got a
did.
50K bonus. So I mean,
Good luck.
it was a good look, and that's
It was
why
good
we
luck.
didn't pick a winner in that fight because
No, and we both saw they're both warriors, man. Like,
yeah,
I mean, Hubbard, he was confused at the bet, but
was
he
he?
put it down. He thought we had the underdog as our lock. And I'm like, no, bro. It's
Mm-mm,
over 2.5.
mm-mm.
And he's like, all right, I'm gonna ride with you guys. And I can say he was definitely shocked that it hit. So I think like You're like, holy crap, that hit. But
Oh
it
yeah,
was a good payout, right? So it wasn't bad.
it was a decent payout.
We'll take that. And we just both knew that those guys were battlers, like
Oh god, yeah,
down
those
the
guys can
line.
both take a shot. They both have okay pace, not great. It's more of a pace
Yeah.
of what we've seen with them in the first round, which is why
Oh
it's
my God. In all rounds, dude. You
even
watched
the second
both of
round.
those guys. Yeah.
Huh?
You watch both those guys prior fights to this. There's no
The pace was
comparison.
nowhere close to that.
No, no. But
But
I think we skipped over a couple fights.
no, yeah, we did. I got carried away by the Billy underdog.
Um, Limos and
Yeah,
Ruiz,
Limos. And
35 seconds into the first round.
oh, now we have a little controversy
Controversy.
on this because we both agreed that it was kind of an early stoppage. Yes,
The
did she?
ref wasn't in a good spot to stop that fight
No,
at
but
all.
no, she caught her clean twice. Limos caught.
Oh yeah.
She caught her clean twice with a left hook coming in that dropped her, but she wasn't out cold like at all. Like she kind of just fell and got right back up.
Dude, it was just bizarre because like it looked like she was stiff.
Yes,
Like
and
when it
she was,
happened, I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my God, she's out cold."
oh yeah,
But she wasn't though, because then
no,
then she like rolls, gets kind of clipped with a hammer fist, and completely gets up.
like just and then ready to fight, hands up, bouncing, and I was kind of like, whoa. And then he waves the fight off as she's getting up, like ready to fight again.
Yeah.
And you can see in the replay, I'll drop it here, but like Limos was surprised the fight was over. Like
Oh yeah.
she was getting ready. She had her back up against the fence. She was getting ready to like get on top of her and ground and pound her. Um, I'm not sure who was refereeing that fight, but
I don't know. But it
kind of
was bad.
kind of an early
Kind of an
stoppage.
early stoppage. Not gonna say it's a bad stoppage because
It's not
it's a
a
big
bad
shot.
stoppage. She got rocked.
It's a big shot.
She
And
got
dude, I
rocked.
don't think she was upset that was stopped either. I think she was hurt.
Oh yeah, dude. She was
Like
definitely hurt.
she got
She
up like a champ,
she
but she
didn't
was
know that the fight was off about 20 seconds after. She still had no idea. She was
yeah.
still hands up, like just out of it. Didn't listen to the ref at all, couldn't hear anything. She's probably buzzed. So, I mean,
Oh,
again,
100%. She was out of it. There's no
impressive
doubt.
by Limos. She's a scary girl for that division.
Wow.
125er, that's probably the most power I've seen in a 125er at that weight class. So she'll probably be getting our looks the next time she fights, to be honest.
Yeah, man. I mean, she's definitely gonna get a very tough competitor
Mm-hmm.
in her next. Hey, how about that translator? Just there's no way she said all that. He went on, man. He
No
was
way.
going on for so long. I was like, come on. There's no way. She popped out a couple words and this guy went in for a couple sentences.
Yeah, I swear as
He was fired
translator,
up for her. That was hilarious. But
I was.
yeah, I don't know. The stoppage didn't bother me, but I was like, I don't know. Especially Ruiz wasn't complaining about it. So
No, she wasn't.
fair
And
enough. I think she was hurt.
dude, after that, I mean, she's not going to win the fight after that. I could be wrong. A fight's a fight, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone watching that knew she wasn't going to win if it wasn't stopped and she got back up. She's probably just going to take more damage, which might have been a reason why I got stopped, but still, just an early stoppage for me.
Yeah, it was but you know what? The fact that
We
she's
both
not
agree. We're not going to
complaining.
say it's a bad
Yeah,
stoppage,
we're not gonna say it's a bad stoppage.
but
No.
a little bit early.
Yeah.
Next fight, do we have Rodriguez and
Rodriguez and what is it? Parsons? Is
yes,
that what
President
it was?
making his
UFC
debut.
newcomer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on short notice.
Short note,
Taking
what
on,
was it? 2 weeks, man?
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was 2 weeks. Like I saw that fight was announced. Like I didn't even know it was on the card. That's why I was confused. I was like, what?
I know. Well,
Right?
I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, and we were looking at the lines, and you said Rodriguez to me. Like the name Rodriguez, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even see that name anywhere. Like
Yeah, he wasn't on
TV
the.
Rodriguez, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, Anthony Rodriguez. I'm like, oh, I'm like, who's he fighting? I'm like, no idea that fight was even happening.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Rodriguez and Ismagulov or Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. Yeah, it was supposed to be a real good fight.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a very good fight. It ended up being a big mismatch. Preston Parsons, that was his UFC debut. Big wrestler, every win by submission. Um,
Yeah,
that,
I think 8 out of his like 9, I don't know, 8 of his last 9 wins were by sub or
yeah,
something like that. Something crazy.
yeah. And in that fight, we've watched Daniel or Anthony Rodriguez's I think it's Anthony Rodriguez. I think that's his first name.
I think
I'm
it's
not sure.
Daniel.
It might be Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel
Yeah.
Rodriguez, we watched a bunch of tape on him,
Oh,
and
yeah.
his takedown defense is just solid. Like
Dude, he's so big.
he's so
So
big
big.
for that division, and like coming into a fight, if the guy's got 8 of his 9 wins from submission, all you got to do is work on your takedown defense, make sure he doesn't get you down, and a guy like Rodriguez is gonna light him up on the feet. So that's the
Yeah.
reason why he was in the parlay. We caught him at a 140.
Yeah. And then I think it went down to a 125 at one point.
No, 130.
130.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just before the fight, he was down to a 130, but great look for the second leg of the parlay. I mean, that's
I mean,
exactly how we saw it happening, and that's
that's what
exactly
we saw.
so.
But hey,
And
that kid is a warrior.
oh, that kid is a
That
warrior,
kid
and
is Parsons. Wow.
yeah, he can take a shot.
Wow.
He's got a bright future. He just
He
got
does, man.
he just got handed an absolute dog for his
Yeah.
first UFC event, and
But that's the UFC, man.
yeah,
The way it
again,
is.
kind of shame on the matchmakers, though. I mean, it is up to him at the end of the day because it's short notice. I mean, not a great decision by his manager, in my opinion, to
Yeah.
make a UFC debut against a guy like that who's got way better hands, and it's just not a great matchup. Again,
Yeah.
shame on the matchmakers for putting
Shame on the
together.
matchmakers for sure.
Yeah,
Before Rodriguez landed that one bomb, the kid was taking that round. Like
he
he was
looked big.
impressing me on the
He looked
fight,
big.
on the feet. He was impressing me.
Yeah, he's got
Not
good kicks.
Yeah,
He needs
dude.
to work on his striking a little bit, but he's got good kicks. He landed
Yeah.
he threw one head kick, and I was like, that got up there pretty quick.
Oh yeah, he's a young kid, man.
Oh yeah,
He's a young kid. He's gonna have a bright future. Do I
exactly.
think maybe this wasn't the right fight to take? Maybe wait until you have a full camp and you're gonna get that call. Yeah. But hey, it got you on the roster, earned you some respect. Hell of a chin on the kid.
Oh god, yeah. He
He's a
took some
warrior.
big shots.
He took
Took
some
some
big
big
shots.
shots that cut him up. I mean, watching the first round, halfway through, I was like, it's only a matter of time. But
Yes.
like, it's not like he took one punch and he was out.
Yeah.
Like
It was
Daniel,
347 into the first round where it was stopped.
like Daniel Rodriguez throws hands and he's got power.
It's big,
Like
man.
he's
It's
a
a
big
big
boy.
170 here.
He's a
So
big boy. So,
big boy.
but at the end of the day, second leg of the parlay hits. And we went 7 for 8 this card, dude. Taking if Figueiredo would have figured his crap out in the
We would have hit every single play.
would have been a
Every
full
single play,
card
man.
sweep.
Full card
Full
sweep.
card sweep.
But
But
doesn't happen. It's all right.
it's all
We're
right.
coming back
We're
at you
still
next
due.
weekend, even more fired up.
Exactly.
So
We're coming up for this weekend's a big card, but we're gonna touch on that after we finish going over these
absolutely.
fights from the weekend.
Absolutely. We already talked about the Benitez fight against Billy.
Yeah.
Next was a very, very good fight. Something we didn't see happening. Vieira versus Stoltzov.
Yes. Okay. So
Very, very
we
close fight.
we almost put this in our proper lock instead of Benitez and Billy over
Yes.
2.5.
We almost put the one at 1.5.
We almost put the over 1.5 in, would have hit. So the way we kind of saw this fight going was I saw Vieira planning to take a slower approach to this fight because in his
Yes.
last fight, he was gassed after his first. He kept
Oh yeah.
shooting and
You hear
shooting
you
and
hear
shooting.
Felder ripping on him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was taking heat from Felder, and I think Felder was hearing it in the little earpiece. They're like, "Hey, buddy, you better say some good stuff about this kid after Bruce talks because that
Yeah,
was
exactly.
bad." Like
I know.
he was giving it to him. I
Yeah.
haven't seen a commentator give it to a fighter like that in a very long time. Like
I
that
know
was
he was stating like, man, if you get tired in a fight, that's all on you.
that's on you. Put your running shoes on, get out and run. You can't
Get
go
on a
see a
treadmill.
mental coach, all this stuff. I was like, whoa.
He's like the UFC and the MMA, like it's just a different breed when you get into a full fight. It's not just a wrestling or jiu-jitsu match where
Yeah.
you can kind of rest on someone. This is a fight. And I was
Fair
like,
enough.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but as a professional commentator and a fighter of the sport,
Yeah, you can't be saying that.
not the time and the place. You could be saying that on like your own podcast or interview, but not on air, like on the UFC.
No. I didn't like that. I was kind of like, hey man, like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I was like,
Even though that's
yeah.
what kind of what we wanted to hear, because
Oh,
we didn't think he
absolutely.
was
You
gonna
can,
win anyways. But it's like, as a fan of the sport, I don't want him saying that about anyone. Like,
no, you
come on,
can,
Felder.
yeah.
Bad
For me, it was, you can
bad
say
look.
it once, like make it a point so the viewers know that this guy doesn't have a gas tank.
Yeah.
But like this guy went to an extent to explain why it's not okay not to have a gas tank in the UFC.
Yeah, but also why this guy he was chirping him. Like
Oh
he
yeah.
was giving him the gears.
Oh yeah. And then he was like big like wows after like in the third round when he subbed him because
Yeah.
he had somewhat of a gas tank left.
Oh,
It's
he
because
was still there.
he didn't do anything in the first. He didn't shoot, not once. So I mean the round and a half was a was a good look. I think we ended up locking it ourselves
Yeah, we
instead
did.
of sending it out.
Yeah,
But
I
I
sent
mean,
it out to a couple of my buddies. I was like, hey
mhm,
man, if you want to bet on this fight, that's the way to go.
that's the way to go.
Which
Don't pick a
was
winner.
yeah.
And the
No,
also
it
the
was
way
a
we
good look
saw
though.
this fight is if it went over 2 rounds, we had Stoltzfus winning that fight, and we were wrong. That's why we
You
avoided
were
it.
wrong. Yeah. That's why we didn't send out a second underdog because we weren't we're like, man, we're not we're confident enough to pick one underdog
Yeah.
card.
Well, I mean, you look at the last couple cards. There's been 1 to 3 underdogs that hit on a 12
It's a,
fight card.
it's a handful, man. So
Like you
it's tough
can't
to pick.
you can't predict underdogs. Like you're telling me anyone's gonna predict Malcolm Gordon beats Figueiredo?
No, I
Like
don't know.
no.
I don't know anyone that would have taken Damien after the fact. He goes, "Oh, I know my boys." He's from Toronto, right, Malcolm? And he goes, "Oh, my boys know Malcolm, and he's been training for this fight for 6 months. Like all this stuff, they put money on him.
Like good looks for them.
It
Congratulations.
looks,
But
man.
it,
That
it
payout, but
everything
when
he's shown prior to that
prior,
fight last weekend or yesterday is just
not it,
not good looks.
not it.
No,
So, man, he came out with
hot,
something else,
hot. Well, because
something else
there's something
burning
to be
under his
said.
ass.
There's something to
Like,
be said about fighters that are fighting for their career in the
yeah,
UFC. Like that guy knew he was losing his job if he was to lose that fight, and he knew he wasn't trying to leave the UFC yet. So
no, he wasn't done yet.
no,
Um,
no, but
Still needs to get paid, man.
oh
So
well, it ruins the parlay streak, but proper lock sweep and the underdog hits makes up for it. So
makes up for it, man.
we'll hit
Still
next
made a
weekend.
good amount of cash.
Upcoming weekend, we got another parlay lock.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
100%. We're gonna get back in that win column for the parlays. We're gonna
absolutely.
keep the train buzzing with the proper
Buzz,
locks.
buzzing.
Yeah, shout out to everyone that took our picks this weekend. We appreciate it. If you're
We went up
listening,
big.
we
Hope you guys went
appreciate
up
you.
big. A couple of our
Yeah.
buddies went up big. A couple of our boys the first time betting too.
Yeah.
They've been seeing how well we've been doing, but like, bro,
Yeah.
like tell me what to do.
They threw down.
I'm down to
They
throw
did.
down a
Most of
little
them
bit.
doubled their money.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Dude, it's an investment. We've been over this. We're tired of
We've been over
seeing
this.
guys throw their money into stocks and waking up every morning not knowing where
Yeah,
it's
day trade and all this. But man, you got a couple $100 laying around. We're free right now, guys. Like we literally post our picks.
Yeah.
We're not taking a cut,
No,
and we haven't lost. Like
literally all free. We haven't lost.
this is now our like unofficially since we've started
Yeah.
our 26th card in a row where
Yeah.
we've been profitable.
Yeah.
26 weekends in a row
Where we haven't
coming
lost.
out like, yeah, we made some good money again. We
Again.
do the research
And
throughout
every
the
weekend,
anyways.
we get a little bit more.
We post it for you guys, really.
Okay,
Whoever's listening to this, but
absolutely. But we go up a little more every weekend.
Yep.
Whenever you win, you can afford to throw a little bit more on your proper locks.
Yeah.
Keeping your parlays or underdogs if you like to entertain those. Man, it's just only on forwards and onwards. The only way it can happen.
Yeah. I feel like you right now, man. My back is jacked.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's brutal. Brutal.
Cracking, you getting like a little old man, huh?
Oh man. I gotta see a chiropractor when I get back down to school.
It's a good look.
And I haven't seen one in a while. Especially because Linda's not buzzing anymore.
I was about to say, yeah, she's out of the game.
It's tough.
It is tough, but
Tough, man. But next fight, we had Jeremy Stevens and Gamrot. Wow. It's good luck.
He replaces Miles Johns. Short notice. Dos Santos had some COVID protocols. I think someone tested positive in his camp last minute. Our fight was canceled. And we almost threw in the over 1.5 Vieira and Stoltzfus instead. But
Close.
we were close, but like Gamera was just such a lock.
More of a lock.
More of a lock in our eyes. I mean, that over 1.5.
We were gonna bet on both of them regardless. Like we both knew that.
Yeah.
When you called me, you're like, I think you texted me.
Yeah.
And I was saying bye to my mom's friend, and I saw it. I'm like, no.
I know, like an hour and a half before the fight start.
Dude, it was brutal. And then I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna go down into my basement and do a little digging and see what we like.
But we always have
a couple in the back of the
in the back of the head, ready to, okay, do we like this or this more? That's exactly what we did. I think it maybe took us 20 minutes to make a decision. That's a bit.
Yeah, we both just looked into it. We're like, okay, we're betting on both, but what would we rather send out for a sweep? They both would have hit.
Yeah.
We know this. Gamrot got it done quicker, a lot less sweating.
A lot less. First round. What's that submission called?
Kimura.
Thank you.
Dirty, man.
Took him down. No issues.
Yeah, I thought his shoulder was gonna pop right out. Like I thought it was.
And I'm glad he tapped.
Yeah.
Jeremy Stevens is kind of like the guy to like kind of just
let it happen.
Get out and try and take as much damage as you can because he knows he's got power in those hands still, especially early on in a fight. But yeah, I mean, good look by Gamrot. What a fucking animal. This guy's got.
Dude, that was a perfect play. That's exactly what he needed to do.
Absolutely.
He needs to get this fight to the ground.
You don't want to contest a fresh Jeremy Stevens on the
for feet. What? A brand new Jeremy Stevens that's like, do I buy everything that's, everything's changed for him and all this and whatnot? Yeah, a lot of the stuff sounds pretty good. He actually sounds, well when he's speaking. He's not before, especially making 45. Those interviews, well, he's cutting weight. It's like, dude, this guy's like, it wasn't there. It wasn't.
I'm glad he moved back up to 155.
Yeah, I want to see Jeremy fight again. But
so do I.
That's a tough one for him, man. That was a tough matchup.
I think he's got the third most fights in the UFC, by the way.
Yeah, he does. I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that on the broadcast.
Dude, he's been around for time. I'm a fan of him.
Oh yeah, well, he was the guy that got. Who the fuck is that guy? Right? He got Conor McGregor. So in the press conference, not even in the octagon.
Yeah.
But I like Jeremy Stevens.
So do
I
I.
want to see the uppercut land at least one more time. So hopefully they give him
Hope he gets back in the win column in his next fight. So
yeah, I hope so. But we had to go with against him on this one.
yeah, absolutely.
No doubt about that. Co-main
Uh,
event, man. Miesha
Miesha
Tate.
Tate.
She's
Miesha
back,
Tate.
baby.
We were
Cupcake's back.
Cupcake is back, and we
Love it.
were loving her since the very start of the week. We had, watched YouTube videos. If you guys don't know, she actually has a YouTube channel that she made a series about the comeback and posted videos of her training and how she was looking, and we loved it. She looked better.
She looks shredded.
She looked better than when she said she was retiring. She came
Oh
back.
yeah, when she was the champ,
Oh yeah.
she looked good. She looked good for sure,
Yeah.
but
But coming into
not
yesterday,
the same at all.
she looked strong. Like she looked cut.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
On the scale, she was ripped.
Yeah. She
And
posted a video on her Instagram, and I'll post it here. And it was
Yeah.
just like a before and after when she retired her last fight and the weigh-ins on the past fight
Big difference.
yesterday. And it was just like, I'm back stronger. Like I'm back bigger and better.
Oh yeah. And that's not just physically, man. That's mentally. Like
That's
she
mentally.
was there.
Oh, absolutely. She was there. And come on, I mean, a girl like Renault,
Who's never been finished, man.
never been finished, but it's also a retirement fight. So, that
44
she's
years
like
old.
44 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 80% of the time in a fight like this, when you have like the retirement versus comeback fight, I'm taking the comebacker for sure. She's just got better mindset.
Yeah, we
On her way
kinda,
back in, on her way out.
yeah, she's on her way back in and she's hungry versus a girl that knows that her time has passed. But Renault, great fight. Hell of a fight, actually. I was impressed, to be quite honest with you. For Miesha Tate to not struggle early, but like have a first round that was competitive. Very competitive.
Yeah.
It's a good fight. Love Miesha. I want to see her Holly Holmes next.
Ooh.
I would love that.
I like that fight. I like that matchup. I think they don't really want to just keep handing Miesha like low level kind of fighters now. They know she's back. She's probably not going to stick around for years at this point. So I like that matchup.
Yeah,
I like that matchup a lot.
definitely. I loved their post-fight interview as well with Felder. That was good. I don't know. That was hard. Good interview. I'm a big fan of Miesha Tate. All team body. She's unreal.
All team body.
There's another one. How many? We got to make this list. I keep saying it. Like all these people are like the first team all body or whatever. I got to make this list. Bet the most ripped and then the thickies for sure. We got to go over it, but we'll definitely do an episode where it's just strictly like, we're giving people awards here.
I like that.
Yeah. The Stabs and Benny awards. We'll give them out.
Benny awards.
We'll give them out one day, man.
Yeah.
Main event domination.
I mean, it's probably going to be the
Makhachev.
biggest favorite you see on the card in a main event for the entire year.
Unless Shevchenko or Nunes is fighting, that's what.
Yeah. I think Nunes is already. I looked at the odds for her next fight. She's a 1-1-2. So
same thing.
That's where Makhachev was at a 110 at one point. I think a couple hours before.
For a reason.
For a reason, dude.
For a reason. We just saw why. So.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that guy was winning, and that's why he was in the triple. It's just a dominating performance. This guy is going to have a very bright future in the UFC.
My God. Dude. Insane future in the UFC.
How you like his call
outs?
Michael Chandler, where you at, bud?
I like the Chandler.
Test your skills.
I like the Chandler call out.
So do I. I think it's a good matchup for him.
I think it's a very good look. You know what I'd rather see though?
What?
Gaethje, Makhachev. Love that. I love that matchup.
Wow.
Gaethje's been off for a while. Islam
did not have an opponent lined up.
I know.
I don't know what Dana White's doing with him, but
Islam has, just fought, didn't take damage, so he's good to go.
yeah,
So those are two fighters that are good to go right now. Chandler still needs time off, obviously. Do I see either of those fights coming through? No, I think Chandler goes, come on, I just fought for a belt. I'm not going to fight a guy that's, ranked 9.
yeah,
And I also see Gaethje that's not happening. I see Chandler and Gaethje fighting each other. In all reality, I think those guys are they're at the top of the food chain. I think they're gonna
yeah,
go after each other. I think if that fight's presented to either of them, they would sign the deal.
yeah,
I think the RDA fight will happen. I think Dos Santos, they're gonna be like, hey, listen, like, do you want this fight, or you're out of the top 10, bud? Like, you're gonna
yeah,
get somebody, you're gonna get like maybe Gillespie or something like that. Like, you're gonna get a tough fight with
yeah.
someone that's behind you.
Why not
Someone's
make it?
sniffing at you.
Why not make it a statement if he wins? If it's going to be a tough fight anyway, you know?
Yeah, man. Makhachev, I guarantee you Islam will be the championship. One of the biggest hot takes I've had early 2022.
Mm-hmm.
He will be fighting for a belt. He will
Yeah,
win the belt
I think
in
he's.
domination.
I think he's two tops 3 fights away from
Yes.
championship or from the belt fight.
Yeah.
Title fight. So
He's gonna get Habib's old belt. There's
absolutely,
no
he's
doubt.
gonna bring it back. He's
Yeah,
gonna
because
bring it back to Pakistan and Russia. Absolutely.
I see him ragdolling Dustin. I think Dustin's big. I think it's a closer fight within the first 3 rounds, but I think Islam gets it done late.
I agree with you.
Oliveira,
I
I think
don't.
it's a ground and pound finish.
Yeah, you're just gonna maul him, hug him.
Yeah,
And I know Oliveira's got some insane ground game and jiu-jitsu black belts, but
I don't think it
I don't
matters
think it
unless he gets
matters.
caught in an arm bar.
Yeah,
That's all I can
that's the
see
thing.
happening.
But even then, Islam's just way smarter than that, I think.
Yeah.
The second
Oh,
he sees him setting up for it, he'll just get out of there.
oh yeah. What an underrated card. I knew a lot of people that weren't tuning in this weekend because they're not a big fan of, the Dagestani,
I
the
know.
Sambo wrestling, that type of style. What a card. I
Oh,
I was really,
not disappointed at all. And this upcoming weekend is even better in my opinion. That we have a lot of close matchups,
yeah,
a lot of good matchups that present
absolutely.
underdog upsets. I mean, I've looked at a couple fights so far. I'm not
What are
gonna.
you most excited about? Because I got mine right here, man.
Oh, it's main event. No
Main
fuck.
event?
No doubt. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
want to
So
see
that's
TJ
second. That's
Dillashaw.
second for me.
That's second, eh?
It's second. I'm the most excited. I can't wait to see Macy Barber and Miranda Maverick get at it. That is going like I
Possible
called
fight
it.
of the night. You calling it?
Yeah. It's fight
Yeah.
of the night. Fight of the night
I'm
right now.
liking Miranda Maverick in that fight. It's going to be a war, I think. And I think it's going to go at least 2 rounds, probably to decision,
Oh
maybe
yeah.
even split.
Both
So,
of those girls are absolutely lethal.
oh, yeah.
Like
We,
those girls right there are the future. This fight will happen again. I'm telling you right now. Like when I saw this fight, because I didn't realize, I thought this was the following weekend. Like I didn't realize this was on this card. And then you told me Barber was fighting, and then I don't know why I completely forgot. I thought it was on the Hall Strickland card.
yeah.
Um, but these girls, man, high level. They're both very young. Both of these girls will in the future meet again higher up in the rankings. I think this fight raises both of their
Both
stocks.
their stocks. I agree.
I yeah.
I agree. There's a
Yeah.
couple fights in there that I think could also take fight of the night.
Oh yeah.
Have
There's
the
no
best
doubt.
one.
There's a lot of good matchups.
There's a lot of good matchups. It's going to be a tricky card to bet on for the average guys, but for us, we're going to find a way. We're getting that sweep again. So
100%.
absolutely.
For everyone that's watching, this is Sunday, so we haven't done much research. We're not going to give you our picks. I'm going on vacation. I will talk to you
And
guys. I'm saying smell. I will talk to you guys, and I will talk to you 2.5 weeks, I think it is,
yeah.
before a very big card when we
Mhm.
plan on, starting to sell our picks.
Yeah.
which I'm very excited about. We
Goal
got
was 10-0.
goals 10-0,
Three more cards away.
3 more cards away. 10-0. I think that'll make us 30-0 unofficially,
Unofficial.
which is going to be absolutely insane.
Nuts.
Um,
Guys, that's where it could go. So
yeah, it's
don't
going to
miss
go
out on
there
the value.
anyways. Like,
Make sure to follow our Instagram.
yeah,
We are 7-0. 2 weekends in a row. We've had proper lock sweeps.
yep,
Even if you're not a huge fan of the sport, I know there's lots of guys riding with us right now that don't even really need to watch the fights. They just log into their account and see that their money's doubled. It's just
exactly. They just put it down,
that.
and we send out to everyone that we really know that are taking our picks. We go, hey, this fight, all right, now you're doubling down. Boom. Okay, you won your money. Put it here now. For the most part, we do that with guys that want that, aren't watching the fights, because one of us is glued to the TV. If the other one, might miss 1 or 2 fights throughout the night just because we got stuff going on. But DM our account, ask how to play if you don't know already.
Exactly.
We got you guys. Take advantage when it's
we will reply at any time. We're always pretty quick.
Oh yeah, we're pretty good with it. One of us is gonna fire back if you even DM our personal accounts. Same difference.
Yeah, dude. But
yeah, man.
that wraps up episode 9. Hope
That
you
wraps it up.
And fun vacation. Wish I was going on vacation to Hawaii. But
yeah, man. Hey, next year this time we're making it happen.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
But good episode 9. Better be episode
Absolutely.
10 next episode. Always a good time. Don't miss out on the value.
Can't believe we're on Zoom, dude. Can't believe how fast this happened. Like,
I know.
I'm sorry. I cut you off there.
No.
You're trying to wrap this up, and we're probably going to talk a little bit after this, but I was talking to my mom today. I'm like, man, like I was looking so forward to the summer. Where did it go?
I know. It's gone. I mean, it's still July, but our summer's gone.
No, but it's gone.
It's gone. I know.
It's gone.
Almost August.
We're not home. Like that's what summer is to
absolutely
me at least. But
yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Going on in real life, smacking us in the face.
Oh, big time.
Big time.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we will see you next time.
We will see you next time. Peace.